Let's talk about some new luxury makeup that I picked up during the no sale, but it was Mother's Day. So I just applied this Naturium Phyto Glow Lip Balm, and this is in the shade Petal, just to get some hydration on the lips. But I have a new Chanel foundation, I have a new Chanel blush, Giorgio Armani blush, all luxury, a Giorgio Armani bronzer, a new Dior lip product. So let's go ahead and get started. And I have a new brush. So I am so excited. Okay, so let's start with this new foundation. I don't have primer on because I want to see how this foundation actually works without primer. And I just have my skincare and my sunscreen. So I picked up the Les Beiges Chanel foundation, the Water-Fresh Complexion Touch. And this is in the shade, I think it's BR12. Let me see when I open it up. Oh, and it also comes with a brush right there. So the shade, yeah, BR12, and it's this one right here. It has those beads. I used to have the rose ink, which is similar with beads, and I'm almost done, and they don't sell this at Sephora, which I'm disappointed. And to order it from the rose ink website, it costs a lot of shipping to ship to Canada. So I purchased the Chanel Les Beiges Water-Fresh Complexion Touch. Like, look at those beads. It looks interesting. It's like sesame seeds in there. And it comes with this little cute brush. I don't know if I want to use this today or not, because I do have a new brush. I do love it. I'll keep it here on my desk. Let's see how this works. I'm really excited. So it comes with a pump. I've never tried it before. It's brand new. I picked this one up from Shoppers Drug Mart if you're in Canada. So I did kind of 3 pumps. You can see that's the consistency. And I should have had my brush ready. I do want to use a foundation brush that I know it will work, because I want to see how this works. So I'm going to go with my F4 by Makeup by Mario into this little one. And break up the beads and apply it and see. Ooh, so the shade match is perfect. It has a rosy undertone. Let's see how much we can go with this 3 pumps. So it did cover this area here too. I don't think this is a new foundation, but it's new to me. I never had anything foundation wise from Chanel. I do have a face palette, like a powder palette, but I was excited to get this foundation. And I love what I'm seeing. I'm just gonna go a little bit more, like half a pump like that, because I do want to add more on my forehead as well. Ooh, I feel so luxurious playing with this. There's just so many foundation out there, I think by Chanel too. But from what I read about this one, it's very natural, long-lasting, and it has a nice amount of glow. Perfect. I love what I'm seeing. Doesn't feel drying. It's not patchy. Beautiful. I don't think I'm gonna go with a concealer because I don't have a super new concealer. I have the Colfi concealer, which I got during the Sephora sale. Oh, it's gorgeous. So let's go in. I'm gonna go with this new Stila brush. So you can use this for foundation or any cream products, and then you can use the small one for concealer. I'm just gonna go with the small one, the back of my hand, whatever I have left, which is not much. And just make sure that I go into this area right here. Very soft brush. I love dual-ended brushes, and let me show you how I like to keep my dual-ended brushes, because I get a lot of questions. I have this Sephora pouch, which is see-through on both sides, and I like to keep them all in here, all my dual-ended brushes, because easy to see and they don't get dusty. And I don't like to keep them in the drawer anymore, because I always have to like open my drawer. So that's how I keep those ones. Okay, so what do you guys think? Let's go with this sponge just to make sure that everything is pushed in. Oh, I think I found a new favorite. So it's too bad that the rose ink, they didn't sell at Sephora, because now I bought this. It's quite expensive, but I think that this looks so pretty. Like, look how nice it looks on the skin. Let me zoom you in. So this is what this one looks like. I think the shade match is just perfect. Oh, I have to remove those hairs. Hold on. There you go. Okay, I think that the shade match is really nice. It looks beautiful. You guys are so close up. You can see how it just sits on the face perfectly. I love the perfect amount of glow. Let's just make sure that it's all blended on the nose. Super beautiful foundation. Okay, so let's move on to bronzer. Now, I have tried this bronzer because I could not help myself, so I had to try it. But look at this huge bronzer. That's the packaging. This is the Luminous Silk Sunlit Creamy Bronzing Powder by Giorgio Armani. This is in the shade, is it 90? Let's see when you open it up. The interesting thing, yeah, it's shade 90. Very interesting that all Giorgio Armanis, I think they're made in France or Italy. Let me see this one. Made in France, but this one is made in China. It's interesting. I never knew that. But the product is so beautiful inside. It does have little specks of shimmer right there. I will swatch it, but when you apply it to the face, you don't see those shimmers. Like, look how beautiful that color is. I don't see shimmers. You barely see them. If you look really close up, you see a couple specks of shimmer, but they're not those big chunky ones that are noticeable on the face. So of course, let's go in with my Hourglass brush and look at that mirror there. It's so big. Let's bronze up the face. And it has a interesting smell. It's beautiful. It's nothing bad. It's not very strong. Oh no, it doesn't. I think it's my... Oh, you know why my brush smells like that? It's because I washed it with the... What is it called? The Cinema Secrets Pro Cosmetics, the makeup brush cleaner. And this has a vanilla smell. So it's very quick drying, rinse free. I love it. And I got my bottle is in the 473 milliliters. And it's so good. It has such a nice scent on the brushes, like a nice, very light vanilla scent. So this bronzer, you can see it's very natural looking. It's buildable. You cannot mess up playing with this bronzer. It's so pretty. And it's so natural. I just love the shade, shade 90. I believe that's the lightest shade. When I opened it and I saw the specks of glitters, I kept the packaging because I thought I would have to return it. I did not know that it's going to transfer like this. So let me zoom you in so you guys can see that there's absolutely no visible glitters. I can see very tiny ones, but they're not visible. You really have to look close up. So maybe when I move my face, you see anything? Very difficult to see them. So definitely this bronzer, like you can see the specks of glitters there, but it's interesting how they don't show up as crazy as in here on the face. So it's a beautiful bronzer. I've used this on the face and I've used it on the eyes as well, but I'm not going to use it today on the eyes, but I think it's just pretty. Okay, so now I have a new blush. I have two blushes. I have one by the Chanel. This is the Chanel WATER-FRESH blush in deep apricot, and then I have the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. This is in the shade Sunlit Sienna 42S. So I'm not going to use this one today, but I will still swatch it. Look how pretty that is. I love the shade. There's the doe foot applicator, so it is very similar to the eyeshadows. So let me put it here. Like, look at that color. Isn't that pretty? That's such a nice deep red. Very nice and burnt. Oh my god, that's my favorite shade. Look at that. So pretty. And let me remove the bronzer on this side so we can swatch the other one. Such a pretty shade, but I want to try this one. I don't know if they're similar in shades. This is more darker looking, but I think it's kind of the same vibe. And it has the same thing with beads. I'm going to use my favorite cream blush brush, which is my rose ink one. And again, it comes with a palm. This feels very, very light. This is plastic. And yeah, this is plastic as well. So let's go ahead. Oh, okay, so it looks like paprika in jello. That's kind of how I describe it. So it's very serum-like. Oh, so when you massage it into the skin, it turns into this. Very pigmented. Wow, so that's actually a lot. Like, look how much that is. Okay, so that's too much. I need a new brush. Hold on. That is so intense. I cannot believe it. Like, I need more. That is really intense. I gotta clean my hand because my brush still has a lot of product in it. Ooh, I love the color. It's very interesting. It's like nice and orange. So let me still get rid of most product in here. You can see there's a lot. Okay, so this product, it's insane. So you can go in with your sponge. We're gonna fix this, I hope. It's quite scary. No, you can't fix it. That is way too much. How am I gonna fix this? Let's go in with more, what is this? What do you call this? More foundation. We have to add a little bit more foundation to this because this is insane. Way too much product, so be super careful when using this blush. Okay, so it's kind of fixed. Now let's just go in with whatever's left on this brush and just dab it. Wow, so this is actually more intense than the Rare Beauty ones. So be very careful, like super careful. Look how much I still have in my palm and on the back of my hand. And the brush still has a lot in it. So please be careful. So the shade difference in the Giorgio Armani, I thought they would be similar, but they're actually not. This is more red. This is more orange brown. Wow, very interesting. Okay, so maybe I should get a clean brush and just go over. Okay, let's add a little bit more bronzer now because we look quite unbronzed here. Yeah, I think we got the blush under control. It definitely looks much better, so we don't need to remove it. But like I said, you saw it's like super intense. Look at this, you know. So I'm just gonna leave it like this. Next time, just go in with more light-handed. But you can always fix it adding more foundation because it's not a powder blush, it's a cream, so it's more easy to fix. But yeah, oh, that was intense. Okay, so there's a lot of blush in here. Let's move on to, my goodness, so crazy here. Let's play with eyes. And again, I'm gonna go with a Giorgio Armani product, and this is in the shade 30M. This is the eye tint, and let me show you how I've been using this. So again, someone mentioned that instead of putting on the eye, I can just put it on the back of my hand like that. I'm gonna go with a BK Beauty 201 into the product, and this is going to apply it so softly and like no makeup type of eye look. It just adds a little hint of color instead of adding that pigment directly to your eyelid. I think this is a great idea. One of my subscribers mentioned it, applying this product this way. Make sure you work one eye at a time because they do dry down eventually. You have enough time to blend. So there's a difference between this eye and this eye. I think it's much better than applying it directly to the eye. I think it's pretty, and I really love how this Chanel blush kind of calmed down by itself. I have a feeling that it kind of went into the skin and just mashed with the skin. It's not sitting on top of the skin, so that's a great sign. And I'm gonna quickly apply my Tarte mascara, and I will be right back with this new lip product by Dior. Okay, so a very simple, very barely there makeup on the eyes because I wanted to focus today on complexion. But again, this Giorgio Armani eye tints, I definitely recommend. I love this one so much. Those are going to come with me on vacation. I don't even think I need to bring a powder eyeshadow, and a vacation should be coming soon. So I cannot wait to vlog it for you guys again. Okay, so let me zoom you in. The foundation looks beautiful. It doesn't sit on top of my skin, which is great. It's melted inside the skin. It feels kind of like skincare, not foundation, which I love this. But I love foundations like this because I don't feel like cakey. I feel look so nice and natural and healthy looking. You can see I have no highlighter at all. I do have a Dior highlighter, but I didn't put it because I want you guys to see this foundation in its full glory. And also the blush, I think it looks pretty. I love the shade on me, and be very careful with this blush. That's all I have to say. I'll give you my final thoughts at the end, but here is a final look on how my face, my complexion turned out. I'm loving it. I love that it hasn't settled into any fine lines. It covers enough for me. I love this type of coverage. So let's move on to lips. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to quickly line them with my Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. And this one is in the shade Wherever Walnut. And then let's try out this product. I picked this one up because in the picture it looked like a very nice light pink. This is the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer in the shade 001 Pink. And look how pretty this is. Well, I do have like a lipstick, which is more of a lipstick. You can see the difference. But then I do have this one in Opal, in 002 Opal. Which, let's see. I'll swatch them so you can see the difference to see if it's worth buying both, or maybe you just need one. So I'm gonna swatch my old one in Opal, which it's hard to see, obviously it's see-through. It's right there. And then let's try the new one in pink and see. I don't think this one has glitters. It's just more like a lip gloss. So there's the pink one right here. So you can see there's the shift right there. You can see a little bit of pink there. And the Opal, well, kind of similar when you move them if you think about it. So let's put this one on the lips. You can see that it just adds a super nice and soft gloss to your lips. It feels very lightweight, very creamy. It doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel heavy when you swatch it. You can feel it more heavy, but when you apply it to the lips, it actually applies very nicely, very soft and very lightweight. It's not sticky, so it's not one of those lip glosses. Now, if you do have this one, I really don't think you need this one at all because I think they're very similar, and this one has some pearlescent to it, but I think they transfer quite similar on the lips. I don't see a difference on the hand either. Very similar, so just a lip gloss. But again, in the picture, it just looked more like this pink on her lips. So I guess depending on your lip color as well. So if you have more of a deeper red lip color, it won't look as pink as in the picture. So this is what it looks like on my lips. I think it's really pretty. Okay, let's gather my thoughts and talk about the products if I recommend them. Chanel Les Beiges in BR12. I'm going to have all of the links linked down below with the shades, with the pricing, and wherever you can get your hands on these products. This foundation is top tier for me. So I definitely recommend this one. I know it's pricey. It feels so good on the face and it looks so good, and it's just hydrating, and it's a very quick application. You don't have to spend too much time to blend. It becomes one with the skin. So the longer it sits on the face, it becomes even nicer. Ooh, this crazy blush right here is very interesting. This one has 15 milliliter and this one has only 20 milliliter. This blush is crazy. I find it very crazy. Like, look at those beads. And when you move it, it's a crazy, very strong shade. So maybe if you choose a lighter shade, it won't be as strong. But I wanted something like this color. I wanted something different, not always getting the same shade range that I have in my collection. So I definitely recommend this blush. Be very, very careful because it becomes super crazy, super fast. You saw how my brush got soaked in it. This was insane, and I bet I still have product on it. Let's see. Yep, I still do. Look. So this would be the perfect amount to apply right now, not what I did. So be super careful, very little. Blend your brush maybe with the tip, but look, it's still applying. And look at that beautiful glow. This is more like it. So if I would have applied this much, it would have looked much better, but should I apply more? No, I shouldn't. But I think it looks really pretty. Very gorgeous. This one as well, I'm excited to have. Definitely perfect for traveling as well. I love all of my Giorgio Armani products I've purchased so far. The Giorgio Armani bronzer, this one really scared me when I saw those glitters, but you know what? The bronzer looks beautiful, very healthy looking. This is a powder, not a cream, but it's called the Luminous Silk Bronzing Powder. It is definitely luminous, but not glowy. Like, it still gives you this nice veil of bronze to the face. This brush I have to try more. I have never tried this side, so I'm going to be using this one. But definitely love this style because it reminds me of my Nude Sticks one. So let me compare it. Well, in size, obviously it's bigger, but it's kind of the same idea. So I have to try this brush more by Stila. And then, of course, I love this one. I forgot to mention, this is more of a plumping lip gloss. So that's kind of what the difference is. It's supposed to plump up your lips. What I feel right now on the lips, absolutely no pain. I feel a little bit of plumping, meaning very refreshed, kind of like when you brush your teeth. That's how my lips feel like, a little bit minty. And I don't know if it plumped my lips. I still think the lips are the same size. I don't think they look plump, but I love it. I love the shade, and I think it's a great lip gloss. Anyways, that's it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this luxury makeup haul and try on. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.